Hello, I've got something a little different today. We've been doing a lot of stuff that requires math, and so today I've decided we're going to call it Word Puzzle Wednesday because alliteration is fun, so why not? So I found a word puzzle here on Logic Masters Germany. It's by someone named DocLogic, and it is called Five Becher, I think is how you say that, or Five Cups, and I believe Becher is German for cups, and this one's called Magie. I think he's done others of this type of puzzle before. And Magie, I believe, is German for magic. So it's magical how it all fits together, I suppose. I've just opened up the image in Photoshop so that I can type on it and add some stuff. I don't know that there's really a way to play this one online. I'll leave a link to the puzzle on Logic Masters, and you can check it out if you want. But it's just an image, so you'll have to figure out a way to, you can pencil and paper, whatever you want to do. I'm going to do it in Photoshop. And we'll see what happens. I've never really done a puzzle quite like this before, so we're going to give it a try. The rules say 25 of the 26 letters of the alphabet, all letters except the F, are to be placed in 5 cups with 5 letters in each cup at the end. One letter of each of these 11 words shall be in each cup. And then we've got a list of 11 words there. Some of them I'm familiar with. Some of them I think maybe are German words or just words I'm not familiar with. Who knows? But so essentially we can kind of look at the words as, so we need to have all of the letters, like, so magie is in here, Magie, one in each cup. So we need to have, all the letters across, but we can also kind of look at it as the letters, each word tells us letters that can't be together, right? So since there has to be CLOWN somehow in 5 different cups, the C can't be with the O. And so, let's see. So we've already got those. So are there any words that have um, several of those letters in them? A-G-I-E. Well, we've got the I and the E from Elvis. You know what? Maybe I can just make these a different color. That way I can see, which letters are left in the words. I don't know if this is the right way to solve this. I don't really have any idea what the right way to solve this is. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. So this is how we're doing it though, for now, until I decide that I want to do it a different way. So we've got a lot of words with A's, a lot of words with A's. So I wonder if, and I probably, so I think I've got them all highlighted. I probably missed some, but there's a lot of words with A's. So actually, I'm gonna make a list of the letters that can't be in cup 2 because they can't be with the A. So, and a semi. Why did that end up being white? We want black. There we go. Semi-alphabetical is best I can manage here. Okay, so S, L, T, and O. So L, O, S, T. Can't be with the A. D, C, H, and S. So C, D, H. We already got the S. Uh, what else? J, C, K, Y. So J, C, K, Y. I'm just wondering how many letters are even able to be in cup 2. J, U, C, H. So we got the U, J, C, and H. Q, U, R, K. So Q, U, R, and K. And Z, U, M, B. So we got the Z, the U, the M, and B. So what letters are left? Let's see. So we can have A. Well, we can't have A with A. Okay, so A, B, C, D. So there's F. F is allowed. G, H, I, J, K, L, M. N is allowed. O, P. It's T, U, V, W, and X. Those are the only options for cup 2. Let's just stick those right there. So those are the only letters that can actually even be in cup 2. And we need to put 4 of those 6 letters in there. Okay, so that's a good start. I think that's right. Let's count quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's 19 here, plus the A is 20. So, wait, what? Oh, there is no F. Right. There's no F. That was in the rules, wasn't it? So we actually only have 5 possible letters, and there's 4 that need to be in here. Good, okay. Can we do anything similar with the other letters? The other ones don't look as good. You know, there's not that many. You know, E has quite a few. But we also know, so the E and the I are also in Elvis. So we know there's an LVS. So the V has to be in 2, because L, V, and S have to be in 1, 2, and 3. And L and S can't be in 2. So the V is in 2. We've got our first, well, I want to say our first digit, but it's our first letter. Our first character. Perfect. So we can remove that from that list there. So we've got our V. Now, let's highlight that. Now, are there other V's anywhere? No, that's the only V. Okay, so L and I have to be in 1 and 3. One of them in each. Now, can L and I both go with G and M? That's a good question. L and I with G and M. Oh, the only... Wait. No, L and S. Sorry, L and S. We already have an I. Whew. Okay, L and S. So can S be with G and M? I think so. The only G... Is that really the... Oh, there's an M down here. Okay, I missed that one. See, I figured I probably missed some of them. So that's the M. So Z, U, and B can't be with M or A. I don't see... The problem is these letters in Maji are not in most of the other words. Okay. So, but what I do see here is we can do something similar to what we did with Elvis, because we've got M and A already. So Z, U, and B have to be in 3, 4, and 5. Because M and A are already in 1 and 2. And let's see, can Z, U, and B... B can't go with E. So B can't be there. Can B go with G and I? I think so. What about Z or U with E? Don't see a reason why that doesn't work. Okay. So we know B is in 3 or 4. So X and R, O, X, and R have to go in... Just a second, I'm getting a call from my wife. Better answer that. Okay. So let's see. So we figured out... Okay, so the B. We were looking at the fact that there's a B in 3 or 4 because of Zumba. B is also in Boxer. So the E is 5. The B is in 3 or 4. So whichever one the B is in, the other 3 are going to have O, X, and R. And we can't have O or R in cup 2. So X has to be in cup 2. There we go. That's good. We've got a V and an X. Let's highlight that. Is that the only X? Probably. Yep. So B, O, and R have to be in 1, 3, and 4. We already know that B can't be in 1. Let's see. Can the others... Are there any other restrictions on those? B, O, and R with I. Is there any issues with B, O, and R with I? No. What about B, O, and R with G? No, because the only G is in my G. O and R with M? Do we have any other M? Oh, with the M down here. But... Okay. So I think those are all still fine. What about L and S? Do they have any problems with any of these other ones? I think the only B's are in Boxer and Zumba. Clown. Here we go. Okay, so look at cup 2. We know there has to be 2 of N, P, and W in cup 2. But W and N can't be together because of clown. So P must be in cup 2. Otherwise, you would end up with N and W together in cup 2, and they can't both be. So N or W is in cup 2, but not both. So P we've got there. I don't know if that's going to do much for us, but it's another letter. It's something. We're getting closer to the answer. So the P, so N or the W is in there. So CLO and the other one. And the L can't be... Well, we already know the L is in 1 or 3. So CO... And the O is in 1, 3, or 4. So clown. So we know the L is in 1 or 3. The O is in 1, 3, or 4. The N or the W is in 2. So you're going to have a C, W, or N in 5. Because you can't have the L or the O. Is there any issues with that with the E? No. Huh. Alright, what about the S? The S can't go with the I or the E or the A. Right, because we have L and S in these two. And the S can't go with the O, but the L can't go with the O. The O can't go with the L or the S because of salto. And the L or the S has to be in 1 and 3. There has to be an L and an S. So we can't actually have an O in 1 or 3. So we have to put the R in 1. And we have to put the B then in 3. And so then the O is going to be in 4. There we go. Okay, that's maybe the break that we needed. L and S with R and B. Is there any issues there? Let's R and B. Oh, so we've got all of Boxer now. We've got O. We can highlight those. S can't be with D, C, or H. Okay. I was hoping to find an L or an S with a B or an R. Got this B. So now that we've got M, B, and A, we should be able to say, right, so this, we can get rid of this one because we've got the B. So now there's a Z and a U in 4 and 5. And 5. And the N can't go with the U. C can't go with U. C and N can't go with U. So if this is U, it has to be UW. C can't go with L. Can C go with S? C can't go with S or L. So C can't be in 1, 3, or 2. So it's in 4 or 5. Can C go with I and O? C can't go with O. So this one has to be the C down here. Okay, so now we've got C, the O. We know the W or the N is in 2, so the other one, whichever one isn't in 2, has to be in 1 or 3. The N and W, because it can't go with the L. We've got the C here. So let's see. What do we have? What do we need? We know there's a U in one of these. There's the A there. So Q, R, and K. Oh, we've already got the R. Ah, we've got the R there. Better mark that one. So we've got the A and the R. So Q, U, K have to be over here. So it has to be a Q or a K in 3. Q or K with G or B, is that an issue? Probably not. Those letters aren't in there very many times. Okay. Can Q or K be with Z? Yeah, they can. Let's see, we've got the O. We better mark that too. Gotta remember to update these so that I can see what's left. U, N, K, T. Do we have any of those in there? So we know there's a U here. There's a K in one of these 3. All right, let's do this up a little bit and do Q, U, K. So U and K have to be over here. P is there. So there has to be an N or a T in 1 because of punked. Has to be an N or a T with M or R. Is there any issues with N and T with M or R? N and T, there's a T there. There aren't very many N's or T's is the problem. An N here. So N can't be C or O. Or P, actually. So the N has to be... Oh, wait, N can't be with P. N and P can't be together, so this has to be the W in 2. Perfect. So we can highlight that one, which means that the L, so we have C, O, and W. So the L and the N, so we have L and S in 1 and 3. We also have L and N in 1 and 3. So the N and the S have to be together. Hopefully that's not an issue. Don't think it is. Okay, so the N and the S have to be together in 1 and 3. 1 or 3. And the other one has the L. So this one in 1 has either an N or a T. So if it doesn't have the NS, it has to have a T and an L. And you can't have L and T together. So if the N and the S weren't in 1, if the N and the S were in 3, you would have an L in 1, and you'd have to have a T in 1. So, in fact, 1 has to have the N and the S. The N and the S. And we can highlight the S as well. Okay, so that means the L has to be in 3. And so now we should know where the T goes, because we've got the L, so SALO, so the T has to be in 5. Get rid of that one. All right, so we've got the L and the T. Let's highlight those. Got the L down here. T. So now we should be able to get the D and the H maybe. A, C, S. So the D and the H have to be in 3 and 4. So the designated hitter is in 3 and 4. Now D or H with any of these, are any of those an issue? No. Because the only other H is down here, and it just can't be with the A. Okay, so A, J, C, K, and Y. We already have the C. Let's highlight those C's. This one too. So the J can't go with the A or the C. A or the C. So the J has to be in 1, 3, or 4. If it's in 3 or 4, it can't be with the H. So if the J was in 3 or 4, it would have to go with the D. But that looks like it's okay. Q, U, K. So we know there's a U in 4 or 5, and it can't be with Z, Q, or K. Or H. There's a Z, U, D, H. The H can't go with the U. So if the U was in 4, we would know where the H and the Z went. Okay, let's see. U and K, P, N, and T. So U and K. So right, the U can't be with the T. That's what we needed to see in punked. We've got the T in 5 now. So that can't be a U. So the Z is in 5. The U is in 4. And that means that you can't have, yeah, we can just delete that whole thing. Oh, what happened? Uh-oh. There we go. I think we're okay now. So there's a Q and a K. So we've got the U now. So we should know where the Z goes. Oh, we got the Z. We got the Z. Right. Okay. We've got the U. which means we should know where the K goes because it can't go with P, U, N, or T. So the K can't go with the T. So this has to be the Q here. The K is going to go in 3. Now, the K, Q, the U, we've got all of these. Now the H can't go with the U, so this has to be the D in 4. The H has to go in 3, and we've only got a couple letters left. So they should be easy to figure out. So we've got the D and the H. I'm going to color these red just for completeness sake. We've got the U and the H, so we've got the J and the... We've got the K already, so the J and the Y are what we have left. So we've already got the K. So the J, A-U-C-H, A-U-C-H, so the J has to be in 1. And then the K should go in 4. And I believe that is going to be our solution. And I'm going to highlight the rest of those red. But I think that is the solution to the 5 cups. All right, that was pretty cool. That was fun. That's a different puzzle than I've done before. I've never really done anything quite like that. It was interesting. I wonder if there's a better approach. If you had a better way to come about it, let me know. I guess I was kind of, in some ways, thinking about it almost like a Sudoku or something, where I was kind of saying, you know, one of these two has to be in one of these two, and kind of making pairs and triplets and stuff that way. But that was kind of a fun puzzle, something a little different. Make your brain think differently instead of doing math with the killer Sudokus and stuff like I often do. So, yeah, let me know what you thought of that puzzle. If you enjoyed it, if you'd like to see more of these kind of puzzles in the future. And I'll see you guys again soon.